All right, this one's rich. This one's titled, I walked out on my husband and kids and moved to Nashville. Woman admits she abandoned her family. That's the best.
I left my husband, I left my kids, and I moved to a whole new city, a whole new state, rather. Just me, no one else. And I didn't move because I didn't love them, but I finally decided to love myself too. And so for years, like, I put myself on the back burner, just being a mom, being a wife, which is great, it's awesome. But, all this time, like, I was wearing a smile, but deep down, like, I wasn't really happy inside, And so one day I realized that I couldn't keep living a life that made everyone else comfortable while I was crumbling inside. So literally, like, I made the most hardest decision, like, ever, like the most soul stretching decision, like, ever. And that was to pack my bags and move to Nashville. I actually, one day I just woke up and, I was just like, well, I can't do this anymore. Like, I feel like I need to do something different, like, other than what I'm doing. And I felt like I needed to find me again.
I hate to laugh. She goes, these kids just aren't serving me. It's just not enough. Sorry. The stuff people say on the internet is just take a hit of that shit.
Like I said, because, I felt like I was losing myself. So anyway, like, rewinding, I had actually applied for a position with Vanderbilt. And I ended up getting the position, and they were offering a sign-on bonus as well as a relocation bonus. And yeah, like, I got the position and I took it. So anyway, no safety net, like, no guarantees, no nothing. I applied for my apartment and everything. Like, I literally, like, got approved for everything, like, right away. So it seems like everything had just fell into my lap. Like, it was what I was supposed to be doing. And because of that,
she goes, everything came together once I abandoned my children. That's all it took. Just leave my family. I don't know how old her kids are and stuff, but no, this is good, dude. This is Anton Daniels' channel, by the way. He's just like, yo. It all fell together, guys. The moment I left my children. That's the best.
like, it really validated my decision to leave. And so I did that. I get to Nashville. I started rebuilding my life.
This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. And so when women say that men don't know what they talking about, that guys is just complaining about women that are breaking up their families, she didn't say he cheated. She didn't say he wasn't a good guy. She said, I love him, all of this stuff. Kids is awesome. And so she just completely abandoned her family. She planned this. She applied for jobs. She knew where she wanted to go. So either she just an incredibly selfish person that only care about herself, or is something else happening, and maybe it's some people over there, or maybe she wanted to slut it out, or maybe it's a guy over in Nashville. But somewhere along the way, women only focus on themselves.
He goes, she wanted to slut it out. Oh, man. I can't get over that one. My life finally came together once I got rid of those fucking kids. Oh, dude.
She only focused on herself. She didn't listen. I don't care what kind of compliments that she give. I don't care what kind of excuses that she make. And there are women that actually support this nonsense. There are women that actually think that this makes sense. Oh, girl, I was feeling the same way. Oh, man, I needed to find myself. Of all of the things that I've reviewed lately.
It's so true, though, dude. They go, how are you such a successful woman? She goes, you really want to know? She goes, yeah. She goes, first of all, you got to ditch those kids. Those kids are holding you back. I mean, what are they even doing? Oh, God.
for some reason, this one is the most diabolical because this is probably the thing that guys relate to the most. This is probably the thing that guys relate to the most. She found a whole nother state, a whole nother career. She didn't even stay so that she can see the children. And this is what we saying. Women will break up their families for their happiness, for how they feel and what they feel like doing. And I guarantee you that she'll probably try to come back around or see something. No, you got to live with this. And if I'm the guy, I'm not trying to protect her. I'm not trying to give her a soft landing. I don't want to kick it. I don't want to communicate. I'm cutting off all communication, all contact. I'm going to tell the kids when they get old enough exactly what the hell happened. And I'm moving on with my life. And I'm not ever going and see, you know, y'all say, well, guys become incels. No, guys have learned lessons. They not bitter. They get over it. Eventually they move to a different space in their life or whatever, and they dedicate themselves to their family and their kids. And a guy will keep his family. He will sacrifice his happiness. That's where the saying come from. Guys will sacrifice their happiness for their family, for their children. Women will sacrifice their family for their happiness. This is insane.
It's diabolical. Oh, this is the best, dude. If this was a the funniest thing is if this was a guy saying this, I'm just blown away that people will even say this on the internet. But could you imagine if I made a video, just imagine. I go online and I go, you know, I need to work on me. So I decided to move to Nashville, buy a leather jacket and a Harley Davidson. My kids were holding me back. It wasn't serving me. Grade A entertainment. Phenomenal. This is better than television.
And anybody that's in the comments that justify this nonsense, what happened to a sense of duty? What happened to responsibility? What happened to what's best for the kids? I needed to find myself. Y'all always finding yourself. Guys, when they go through a situation or a crisis, they go get a motorcycle. Yeah. Women go and break up their whole families, bro.
I even started thinking of another business endeavor that I had been thinking about for the past 5 years that I never built up the courage to do. And if you know me, you know I've had businesses, even just saving money, paying off debt, rebuilding.
I've saved so much money since I left my kids.
My credit, everything.
She going into stuff that ain't even relevant. She done already forgot about the family. She talking about rebuilding her credit and starting new businesses.
I got my stuff back up, which I'm totally proud of.
This is crazy.
And now I'm getting ready to graduate with my master's in public health here in September 5th to be exact. And honestly, I still have a long ways to go. There's still so much that I want to do. I cried, I prayed, I healed, and I did a lot, and I found me.
She goes, I cried and I prayed. I pray and I cry and I cry and I pray every day. Yeah. You know what the best is when they go, the Lord told me to do it. The Lord. She goes, you know, in the Bible, in the 10 Commandments, it actually says, thou shalt leave thy family and discover thyself. Oh, that is the best. Oh my God. That's my absolute favorite. When they get the Lord involved now. Fucking Dark Lord, dude. I pray and I cry every day.
That was the devil talking to you. That was
But I said, I'm not done yet. And I'm
devil.
So damn proud of.
He said it too. He was like, that's the devil right there. Goddamn blue-eyed devil.
How far that I've come. You don't even know that I have.
Don't care.
And I contemplated about whether I wanted to even share this, you know, because I've
you definitely. I'm honestly so happy she shared this, but honestly, think about it for. This makes being a a single mom look great. Just imagine that. It's at the point now where it's like women are really becoming men. This is something you usually only hear about men. And generally those dudes were kind of forced into it, right? Like my dad had a son 10 years before me, right? He's passed away, but like he had a son with a woman and it was unplanned. And she was nuts. And she took the kid and moved to another state and made it really hard for him to see the kid. Almost impossible. So impossible that I've never even met my own brother, Mark Jr. If you happen to catch this, holler at me. Never met him till this day. But my point is he was a wonderful father to me, but my mother allowed him to be a good dad. Even when they broke up, there was never any like withholding the kid. But this is totally opposite of that. Everything was great. The Lord was calling me to go to Nashville. It's just, I'm really happy she shared this online. It's actually just beautiful.
Always like shared, good news about, certain things happening like in my life, but I've never just opened up and really just shared my truth to people.
And this is why y'all have to be careful of who y'all follow and who y'all take advice from, because y'all will be following people and they leading you into a path of destruction to break up your family.
So this is new for me, and it's definitely like, taking a leap of faith, because this is nothing that I, ever really like imagined doing. But yeah,
if you think she been out there single the whole time, focusing on her career, you a fool. You a fool if I ain't ever seen nothing before.
My story, and honestly, like, this is for any woman who feels stuck or torn or like scared to choose herself. You're not a bad mom. You're not a bad wife.
What?
For choosing you. It doesn't mean that you're abandoning love. It doesn't mean that you're abandoning your family. It just means that you're making space for the version of you that has been buried so long under obligation. And that's exactly what it was. Like, if you are in your breaking point area, like, girl, I totally see you. Like, I see you. But you just...
Keep talking.
If that is something that you're wanting to do, like, I would just say pray about it. For me, like, God is the head of my life, and I really sought him. Like,
it says it in Genesis book 12, chapter 1. Thou shalt abandon thy family, neglect thy children, move to Nashville, buy a Harley Davidson. No, dude. Oh man, I went to a Christian school up until 8th grade, and I honestly missed this entire section of the Bible. I missed this part. I really did. Actually, the Adam and Eve story. It's been there all along, guys. Adam and Eve. Yeah. The bitch took the bite of the apple. I know it's just a book, but what if it's true?
Like never before, because, I mean, God forbid
So many people love to whip out the Bible in church. I just want to talk about this for a split second. As somebody who had to... they wanted me to go to summer school for Bible class, put it that way. Because I was over it. I knew everything. I didn't want to do it anymore. 8th grade. I'll never forget that. But I had to consume the Bible for 15 years of my life. Well, 10 years straight. Way more than your average person. I took tests on it. So many people like to whip out, like, the Bible. I'm just going to talk about the Bible. And they don't even know what's in it. They have no fucking idea. They have no clue. And if you don't know anything about the Bible, the whole book is basically about you do good things happen, karma, and even if you do good things, bad things can happen. That's literally like to sum up the Bible. And a lot of it's kind of prophecy and bullshit like that. But it's basically, moral of the Bible is be a good person, do right by others. is basically the whole book. Don't put yourself first. Put others first. That's the whole book. And we're not even going to get it deep into the Satanic Bible, because that is do as thy will. Literally, you could look that up. It's I. The Bible is for everyone else. Do for others. The other book is I. Do as thou will. There you go. I love that, dude. I think they're getting the books mixed up.
Moved to another state, and then, you know, the worst happens, you know? But everything fell into place. And then, you know, even my husband and I, like, our relationship got better. It started off, like, really rocky, but we got better, and, you know, we developed a deeper understanding of each other. And I feel like things are better than ever because I know who I am now, like, even more so. Because when we got married, I was a 22-year-old girl. I had a 5-month-old baby, and I didn't know nothing about being grown. And I was just going along with him, just following his lead, you know? And because of that,
I've heard entirely too much. You know what's crazy? My first ever girlfriend, we call her Frank now because she's just like a dude to us. And unfortunately, that nickname stuck for her. And we just started calling her Frank. So she grew up way different than me. Her grandparents raised her, even though her parents lived 2 miles down the road. Which didn't make any sense to me because I had 2 parents who loved me and I live with them. But I always thought that was weird. But fast forward, she ended up getting with this dude and had 3 children with him. Now, guess who raises those children? Well, not her parents, because they didn't even take care of her, and her grandparents are dead, so not them. The guy and the guy's grandparents. Now she had a 4th child with another guy. I still keep touch with her just because the life is like a fucking movie. It's just a train wreck that's been going on for 2 decades nearly. She had another kid with another guy. That guy is in prison, and she's back in rehab for drugs. Remember the other 3 kids living with the grandparents, same as she did, passed on from generation to generation. That other kid is now in foster care, up for grabs. Here you go. Do as thou will. My point is like, I wonder if her mother did that to her. I have no idea. I don't know this person. But I'm just saying, the more and more that happens, it's like the single mom deal, single parent. It's normal. You're an anomaly if you have 2 parents. It's the best. I'm not like most people. I had 2 parents. Real quick. Wait, right there. Boom. You see that? I'm special. Holy shit. Who would have ever thought that would make you an anomaly? That's the craziest part. Okay. Put her on child support ASAP. She's someone's side piece. Hold on, let me see. Let's get some good comments. 9 times out of 10, there's some dude in the background that she's not talking about. Yeah, I just think it's bizarre that people are like, hey, just put this stuff out on the internet. I mean, I would be so ashamed. Even as a man. You know, like if a man said this, I don't think we'd be as shocked, right? Although people would be up in arms. My mother left me and my dad when I was around 4 years old. I never felt like I knew her at all. She was like a stranger that everybody said was my mother. How would you feel if you grew up not knowing your own mother? Knowing your own mother didn't want you. Shame on you. You don't deserve children. Unfortunately, this is like a lot of people. I don't think they wanted kids and they had kids. I think there is a weird level of resentment towards people's children. I didn't experience that growing up, but I noticed that with other people's families. Not always, not all the time, but you could kind of sense it. You know what I mean? She was listening to a demonic spirit. Yeah, that's what I was saying. The Lord. Which one? God is the head of her life? ? So she prayed and God told her to abandon her family? Well, yeah, dude. Leviticus chapter 12. Okay? We all know that story. All right? Colossians chapter 13 says the same thing. Do as thou will. No, I'm just kidding. All I heard was I, me. Crazy. Yeah, this is just, okay. Last comment. My ex-girlfriend did this to our daughter and I a couple years ago. I'm 30, she is 33, and she left us to go date some 21-year-old. Wait, she left us to go date some 21-year-old chick in another state. The girl she left us for is the ex-girlfriend of her ex-boyfriend. What? The person immediately cheated on her and broke up. Karma for sure. She is working at McDonald's now, goes to bars and sleeps with strangers, men and or women. She'll take what she can, and can't take care of herself. I'm happy single now, and my daughter and I are doing better financially than ever. I got a huge promotion and went back to school to be a lawyer. Shout out to Anton Daniels. I'll leave the link down to this chick below, but Jesus Christ. Our God is an awesome God. He reigns. Woo! When my kid 6, he's going to go work at Nike and sew shoes, and he's going to put food on my table. God damn it. Unreal, man. Jesus, I'm getting the fuck out of here.